Did you find it? Maybe? Okay, this is not on your notes yet. I'm just going to talk about it real quick. Vanessa drew a line segment 5 centimeters long. So here we go. Vanessa drew a line segment 5 centimeters long. She wants to locate a point on the segment for which the part of the segment on the left is identical to the part on the right. How would she do this? Talk to your neighbor. How would she find a point for which the part on the left of the point is identical to the part on the right of the point? Talk to the person around you. Don't talk to me. Talk to them. I heard someone say a good word that started with an M. Was that Jared? Midpoint. She is trying to locate a midpoint because a midpoint is right smack in the middle. It means the stuff to the left is the exact identical as the stuff to the right. I heard some other things. What else did y'all say? Divide by 2. I heard 2.5. What would she do with that? Okay, great. Half of 5 is 2.5. What do I do with that number? What? You can just say it out loud. You don't have to cough it. How would I find the middle? If I know, okay, I got 2.5. What do I do with that 2.5? You measure it. You have to put the ruler up to your segment, and you have to go from here to here. You need to go 2.5 centimeters, right? Right? What if you don't have a ruler? Like she's got a segment, it's 5 centimeters, and I don't have a ruler. How could you find the midpoint of a segment without a ruler? Who said that? Diana. Fold it in half. Very good. So that's another thing that you could do if you don't have a ruler. You could fold it in half, make the end point touch the end point, and that would be finding the middle, the midpoint. What is a midpoint? Are you looking at your notes? No. Is that the first thing on there? There you go, midpoint, write it in. It's a point that divides a segment. I don't know why that has an S. A point that divides a segment into 2 congruent segments. Write it down. It's a point that divides a segment into 2 congruent segments. Point B is the midpoint of segment AC. Point that divides a segment into 2 congruent segments. What's on your picture there? Like what are these things right here? What's that all about?
Those are midpoints.
Those are
Tick marks, yeah. Well, wait, Jacob, the midpoint is B. Do you agree that the midpoint is B? These are little markings that show us that B really is right smack in the middle. It really is. And so those tick marks tell us, yep, B really is in the middle. Is AB the same length as BC? You better believe it. It's absolutely the same length. So, if I told you AB was 3.5, how long would BC be, Jacob? Wait, don't touch your calculator. Stop. AB is 3.5. What about BC? 3.5. Because that's the midpoint. Ruthie, how long is AC? Ooh, that's a good question. She said, do I add or multiply? You can do both. You can multiply 3.5 times 2, or you can add 3.5 to 3.5. 7. So the whole thing is 7. So you can double it, or you can add it to itself. That's the same operation. All right. Let's just dive right in. Here we go. Here's a problem. Do you see it on your paper? M is the midpoint of AB. From now on, when you see the word midpoint, you're required to add tick marks to your picture. So do it. Add tick marks. Ready? Tick mark, tick mark. M is the midpoint. It is right smack in the middle. So what is true about AM and MB? They're the same. Ding, ding, ding. So let's, in our equation line, let's show the world that we know they're the same. They're equal. So everyone put 3x equals 27. Did I add them? Did I put plus? Guys, did I put plus? No, some of you are going to add them. Adding them won't get us anywhere. They are equal. Well, now we're back to algebra. The geometry part's over. Now we have to solve for x. What's the opposite of multiplying times 3? Dividing by 3. So everyone divide both sides by 3 so we can get rid of it. And Chris, what is x? Oh, try again. 27 divided by 3. Ding, 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 9. Jose, how long is AM? Yeah. So guys, when I ask you how long AM is, you could take the 9 and you could plug it in, right? 3 times 9. Or you could just be like, well, duh, that's a midpoint. So if this half is 27, then this half is 27. And that's a times, not a 39. All right, and what about AB? Page is not here. Am I really? Is that right? Am I saying it right? Am I really? Okay, can you tell me how long AB is? Okay, so AM is 27, and MB is 27. So together you'd have to add them, and you get 54. Or you could double it. You could take 27 and you could double it. That's another way you could do it, okay? Let's move on, guys. Let's try another one. M is the midpoint of AB. What should you do? What's everyone doing? Tick marks. You are now required to add tick marks to your picture. Tick mark, tick mark. Uh-oh. This one's different, isn't it? I didn't give you the half and the half. I gave you a half and a whole. Are halves equal to wholes? No. So we are not going to write 2x equals 40. Who has an idea? 20. Where did she get 20? Where did 20 come from? It didn't fall out of the sky. She took the whole and she divided it by 2. Because a midpoint cuts things in half. So 2x does not equal 40. What does 2x equal? 20. Very good. 20 is halfway. Well, that's easy. Deshane, what is x? 10. Ding, ding, ding. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let's hear it, because there is another way you can do this.
You put the tick marks in between. One is right next to 2x. I put 2x on the other side. I put it 2x plus 2x is equal to 40.
Very good.
I combine like terms.
Yep.
Which would make it 4x is equal to 40.
Very good.
Divide 40 by 4 and you get 10.
You still get 10. So here's the thing. We decided to take the whole and we cut it in half. But what's the opposite of halving something? What's the opposite of dividing by 2? Multiplying by 2. So the opposite of halving something is doubling something. So you can either half the 40 or you can double the 2x. Just double it because there's 2 of them. So she decided to double. We decided to half. You end up with the same answer either way. Let's move on. R, surprise, surprise, is the midpoint of QS. What do we do? Tick marks right now. Do it. Tick marks. Did I give you a half and a half or a half and a whole? No, I did. I did give you a half and a half. What did we decide is true about QR and QS? Or sorry, QR and RS. What's true about this and this? They're equal. So let's put an equal sign. Let's put an equal sign. Here we go. The equation. 2x plus 1 equals 3x minus 4. When you see midpoint, That means the two sides are equal. Ooh, now we have to solve that. So if you like algebra, you are now solving that by hand. Go, do it. If you don't like algebra, you're putting this into y1 and this into y2. The answer is not as crazy as last time. Oh yeah, I do promise. I'm going to solve it by hand in case you want to see, but I won't say the answer. Okay. Plus 4 plus 4. Hi, Paige. 2x plus 5 equals 3x. Minus 2x. Minus 2x. 5? See it 5? Yay. X is 5. Now, Alexa, what would I do to find RS? How would I find RS? It used to be on a Glade commercial, but I don't know if they do this commercial anymore.
What'd you ask her?
I asked her how I find RS.
Oh.
I've heard the commercial. Plug it in, plug it in. Maybe not. They tell you to plug the Glade into the wall so it can make your room smell good. Are you waving your hand, Shane? Alexa, do you know what to do with that 5? Plug it in. Does that mean anything to you? To find RS? What's RS? RS is 3x minus 4. So how could I find how long it is? Instead of x, what would I write instead of x? What is x? 5. So instead of x, I'm going to do 3 times 5 minus 4. Ask your calculator what that is, or do it in your head.
What is it, calculator?
Jessica, what do you get? $11. Ding, ding, ding. So if RS is 11, Betty, how long is QR? 11. Very good. And Jared, how long is QS? You can do it.
What?
11 times 2. 22. Okay, let's move on. Switching gears. Ready? Midpoint is over. You got your notes out? Midpoint's over. Now we're going to do what? Segment addition. We're going to add segments. Segment addition. So you should be with me on your notes. Are you with me? Are you with me? Segment addition. There's a big blank after it.
Yeah.
Segment addition. Start writing this down. If 3 points A, B, and C are, and I'm going to fill in the blank in a second. Write it down. If 3 points A, B, and C are, what's a word to describe what A, B, and C are right here? Starts with a C. Not coplanar. Collinear. If A, B, and C, oh, it doesn't disappear, are collinear, there's a lot to write, guys. And B is between A and C. We're on the one that says segment addition. Probably just the next one. Yes, the back, no. And we're at the middle where it says segment addition. It has a big empty space. All right, let's finish this out. If all of these are in a row and B is in somewhere in between, then AB plus BC equals AC. Do y'all see that? Segment addition. Part plus part equals whole. And that's kind of that's all of that stuff. That's the easy way to say it. That's the fancy way. That's the easy way. Part plus part equals whole. Yep, not so bad. Part plus part equals whole. Can I move on? Taking enough time? Just put part plus part equals whole page for now. And we can come back and get the formal one, okay? All right, we got to try one, guys. D, E, F are collinear, and E is somewhere between D and F. Let's label our picture with the information they gave us. DE is 2x. So go right above DE and write 2x. Do it. Do it. EF is 8. So go right above EF and write 8. Finally, DF is 24. That one's harder to label. Draw your own little segment like that and put 24. Now,
We solved it like.
we're about to solve. Yes.
We got 24.
Well, they gave it, look, they handed it to us. All right, ready? The formula is part plus part equals whole. That's the formula. Zaya's not here. Lillian, can you write me an equation if part plus part equals whole with those terms up there?
2x is 8.
Perfect. Here's a part, and here's the whole. 2x plus 8 equals 24. And now we solve. If you know how to solve that algebraically, then you start by subtracting 8 from both sides. And if you want to go to y1 and y2, then you can, if you really have to. Let's do it. Minus 8, gone. 2x equals 16. 24 minus 8 is 16.
Divided by 2.
Divide by 2. You all already knew the answer. 16 cut in half. No, that's the square root of 16. 16 over 2 is 8. The answer is 8. 16 divided by 2. And you can grab a calculator when you have time, Paige, if you want, the one you signed up for. Okay, moving right along. This one's a little bit challenging. Okay, what if I gave you a segment and I didn't tell you if B was a midpoint or not? Does it look like a midpoint?
No.
I think it does. I think it looks like it's in the middle, but we're not sure because no one said midpoint and no one put tick marks on there for us. So we have to figure out if it really is a midpoint. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend like it's not a midpoint. If it's not a midpoint, then we have to use segment addition. Part plus part equals whole. Why is Savannah the only one talking? Are y'all looking alive? Looking alive? Come on. First period on Friday. We can do this. Jacob, can you set me up an equation? Part plus part equals whole. What should I write?
What?
What's the first part? AB. Give me what AB is.
3x plus 2.
What's the other part?
4x minus 5.
It's 4x minus 5. And what's the whole? 39. Is this on your notes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not the little bar.
Not the bar. Okay. 3x plus 2 plus 4x minus 5 equals 39. If you can't do this, this side goes into y1, this side goes into y2. But I'm going to solve it by hand. Combine like terms. What's 3 plus 4? 7x. 2 minus 5. Negative 3. Very good. 7x minus 3 equals 39.
And then,
Plus 3. Awesome. 7x is 36. What?
you divide 7.
Divide by 7. Are we okay? Oh, plus 3. Guys, I subtracted 3. Why'd you let me do that? 39 plus 3. I was like, this number is not divisible by 7. We're going to be in trouble. 42 divided by 7. Sorry, 6. Now we need to decide if B really was a midpoint or not. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug 6 in to both sides. 3 times 6, 18, plus 2. Paige is like our algebra calculator powerhouse over there. 4 times 6, 24, minus 5. Oh no, is B a midpoint? Is the left equal to the right? Close but no cigar. It's not a midpoint. Have you heard that? Maybe it's a phrase, never mind. I'm showing my age. Oh. Okay. We got to the end. What did we learn today? We learned midpoint and we learned part plus part equals whole. Here's your exit ticket. So go back to your warm-ups where it says exit ticket. This class is almost over because we're on SOAR schedule.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
What's on the bill ring?
soon. If y is between x and z, then y is the midpoint. True or false? If y is between x and z, then y is the midpoint. True or false? What? Yes, they're no, they are collinear. They're on a line. True or false? What do you think? So I'm going to put y between x, here's z.
No, it's false because it's in
Does between mean in the middle or just, I mean, Ruthie has it. I could put it right there, couldn't I? Is y between x and z? Yes. Is it a midpoint? No. So that's your counter example, is that picture right there. The answer is false.